Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome to my channel. I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you today. We're going to be making this laundry room sign. I think it's absolutely adorable and would brighten up any laundry room. Here is a list of the tools and materials I used to complete the project. For your convenience, I've also included a detailed list in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be using two of the Beware signs. These are nice and long. I'm going to be attaching them together. Go ahead and take your sand block and remove as much of the glitter as you can from both signs. Now that all the glitter's been removed, go ahead and wipe it down. Make sure that it's nice and clean. And then you want to line up the two signs next to each other. You're going to need some of the large craft sticks from the Dollar Tree. And then just run a hot bead of glue down your craft stick. And place them across. Start with one at each end. Okay, that will keep your two boards nice and secure. I'm also going to fill the holes here with some hot glue. Just put something underneath it so you don't hot glue it down. Once the glue has cooled, go ahead and sand over those holes. If you need to add a little bit of hot glue to fill them in a little bit more, go ahead and do that. And then sand them so that they're smooth. Now I'm going to paint my background here white, and I'm just going to use apple barrel paint in white. So go ahead and give a good coat of paint. If you need to do two coats, then do two coats. Once your paint is dry, go ahead and take a yardstick, and you're going to want to go ahead and lightly mark your lines for your planks of wood. Okay. Now I really like these because they have this scalloped edge. I like that. It really plays into looking like slats of wood. So next we're going to use the Waverly Antique Wax. And I'm just going to go over those lines I just laid down by hand. You'll want to use a brush that has a little bit of a finer tip. And then just lightly go over those lines. It doesn't have to be continuous. In fact, it looks even more realistic if it isn't continuous. Okay, so you want to go ahead and go over all your lines like that. Once you've gone over all your lines, now we're going to go around the edges. For that, I like to use these pouncing brushes. And I just put a little bit on the edge of my brush. And just go around all of the edges and tap back and forth. You just get a little bit, you're trying to get the majority of the paint off. Around the edge. And once you've done that, you can drag through just a little bit. Make sure you are going in the same direction. Put down however much that you want. We will be lightening this up some with sandpaper. I just go over everything with a clean paper towel. Now I'm going to go over with my sandpaper and lighten it up, make it look a little bit more aged and not like I just painted it on. So go ahead and distress that as much as you'd like with your sanding block. You can always go back with a little bit of the white paint and a dry brush and go over and lighten up some areas if you felt that they got too dark, or just add a little bit more texture. I really like the effect of going over the top again with a little bit more white. It just makes it look a little bit more aged and weathered. So go ahead and play with your finish until you are happy. And then you want to let that dry completely. Okay, so I'm really happy with my background. Everything is nice and dry. Next, you're going to need one of these Main Street wall creations. This is what it looks like. It says laundry room. And then it says sort tomorrow, wash later, dry soon, fold maybe, and iron, get real. So I went ahead and I cut up all the little different words so that I could play with how I wanted to lay this out. So I like the laundry room right in the middle. It's nice and big. Okay, so this is how I'm going to lay out my wall creation. By cutting each thing out, then you can play with it and get your placement. I tried several different ones until I found the one that I liked. So feel free to play with it until you're happy with how it lays out. So the first thing I'm going to lay out is my laundry room. I want that right in the middle. I'm just going to eye everything and I'm not going to worry about it. Be careful removing it, you don't want to tear it. Okay, you want to make sure to work out any air bubbles. Get that nice and flat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lay out the rest of my words. I got all my words down and now I'm going to seal that on. And I'm going to be using matte Mod Podge. Just go ahead and put some down and put a nice coat over all of the words. This will seal it so you don't have any problem of them lifting. If you put this inside a laundry room, there tends to be a lot of moisture and you can have problems of the words lifting off. So this way they're sealed down and you don't have to worry. Once you get a nice even coat on, you want to let that completely dry. Okay, next you want to take some jute cord and we're going to hang a little clothesline. So you need to measure from side to side and then add a little extra so that it can hang. And then you want to tie a double knot on each end where we're going to glue it down. The double knot just makes it easier for you to glue down. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue that to the back right here on the third one down. So on this little nub, I'm going to hang them here on the third little nub down on both sides. So we'll have our little clothesline. Okay, you're also going to need a couple packages of the Dollar Tree's Fashion Doll clothing. I grabbed two. I'm probably going to go back and buy one more. And then you'll want to go ahead and hang your doll's clothing onto your clothesline. Now this is just the two packages. One package had the pants and the top, and then the other package had shorts and a top. And I think I'm going to go back and get a dress, so I have another long one on this side. Then you're going to want to take two of the Crafter Square wood dowel rods. And these are the long ones. And go ahead and measure You want it to go from the bottom of the sign. You want to measure so that it goes from the bottom of the sign past where the clothesline is. And then where the clothesline is, you want to wrap just a little bit of twine around your dowel rod and just use a dab of hot glue to secure that. You'll want to paint the dowel rods with the Waverly Antique Wax. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and glue your dowel rods down on the sides here. And they should go from the bottom of the sign up to just past where your clothesline is. And I'm going to use hot glue and a little bit of the craft glue. Hot glue sometimes has a hard time gluing things down on surfaces that are freshly painted. It'll give you a quick hold, but then it'll fall off later. So you'll want to use a little glue, something different other than just hot glue. Just hold that down for a minute till that hot glue can set. Okay, and then I have a little bits of greenery here that I pulled off with some florals, and I have some small roses. I want to add a little bit of greenery around the posts of both of my holes here. I'm just going to play with it for a little bit until I find where I like it. I just felt that the sign needed a little bit something down here on either corner. And when you find what you want, just go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue and place it where you want it. So I went ahead and added some greenery around the base of my pokes. I'm really happy with how they came out. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's craft. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. Thanks again for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you and your family are all staying happy, healthy, and strong. You have a great day, and I will catch you next time.